meet you. My name is Ria Rusta Octaviani, and I'm going to help you learn the material today. The material that we will discuss today is narrative text. So, what will we discuss about narrative text? There are several points that we will discuss about narrative text. The first is the definition of narrative text. The second is the purpose of narrative text. The third is the generic structure of narrative text. The fourth is the kinds of narrative text. And the last is language features in narrative text. So, let's discuss one by one. The first is the definitions of narrative text. So, what is narrative text? Narrative text tell imaginative stories or real stories that are modified or exaggerated and arranged through a sequence of events that occur in the past. The next point is the purpose of narrative text. The purpose is to entertain the readers, but in the other side, narrative text also has other purposes, like educate, enrich the imagination, and provide many useful moral messages for the readers. The next point is generic structure of narrative text. There are four generic structure of narrative text that you need to know if you want to make a narrative text. The first is orientation, which is the opening part of a narrative text story. The section is introduce the characters, the background, the setting of place, the setting of the time, and so on. The second is complication. This section contains problems that occur in a story. In more detail, the complication is further divided into three parts, namely rising action is problems begin to appear, and climax is peak of the problem, and falling action is the tension of the problems begins to decrease and a settlement point begins to be found. The third is resolution. This section contains the completion of complications and the end of a narrative text story. A story can be closed with a happy ending, a sad ending, or a cliffhanger. The last is reorientation. The last part of the narrative text structure usually contains conclusions, moral messages, or changes the characters at the end story. This reorientation is optional because it doesn't always have to be present in a narrative text. So the next point is kinds of narrative text. Kinds of narrative text has many types, so let's discuss them. The first is fairy tales. Stories about fairy worlds or stories full of miracles that are not real or imagined, like the story of Snow White and Cinderella. The second is mysteries, about solving the problem of mystery. The third is fable, a story about an animal that seems to behave like a human, like the story of the mouse deer and the crocodile. The fourth is horror stories, stories about ghosts or all things scary. And the fifth, adventure stories, contains stories about interesting and challenging adventures. The sixth, romance, is a love story like the novel Romeo and Juliet. The seventh is science fiction, stories related to science and technology that go beyond reality. And the last one is folklore. There are three kinds of folklore. The first is myth, usually tells story about gods and heroes and contains interpretations about the origins of the universe. The second is legend, or folklore from ancient times that tells the origins of historical events or places. For example, the story of Lake Toba or the story of Tangkuban Perahu. The third is a folktale, a type of folklore that is full of fantasy or is unreal. And the last point is language features in narrative text. The first is past tenses. There are three types of past tenses that are characteristic of narrative text. Number one is simple past tense, is used to express an event that happened in the past. Number two is past continuous tense, is used to express an ongoing event in the past. Number three is past perfect tense, used to express that there was an event or action that was complete at a point in the past before other events occurred. The next language features is adverb of time. Some examples of adverb of time that are often used are once upon a time, one day, this time, and until one day. The next language features is time conjunctions. Apart from adverb of time, you can also find time conjunction in narrative text, like when, until, after, before, since, while, and once. The next language features is direct speech. Is direct speech by someone in a story where the dialogue is enclosed in quotation mark. There are several ways to write a direct speech. First is the dialogue is enclosed in quotation mark, after which the direct speech is given a comma, followed by an explanation of the character. And second, if the character in the dialogue is at the beginning of the direct sentence, first write down the character's explanation, then put a comma, then add quotation marks and fill it with the dialogue, and end with a period. Lastly, if the dialogue ends with a question mark or exclamation mark and the reporter is at the end of the dialogue, then the dialogue is in quotation marks without adding a comma. However, if the reporter is at the beginning, the comma it is still needed. Okay, friends, after we discuss narrative text, I have an example of narrative text. This is an example of narrative text. You can read it by yourself. After we read the story earlier, we will know that it is a narrative text with the type of fable. And apart from that, there is a moral message in the story, namely, don't look down on something, even if it's a small and weak thing. Okay, everyone, we have discussed narrative text from the definitions to language features in narrative text. It seems that's all we will discuss today. So thanks for you and thanks for me. See you soon. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.